So, you may be thinking, where am I? This is not my new house. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you may recognise where I'm sitting. This is where I used to film my videos, like when I first started. If you go back, you'll notice the fireplace, which had like loads of figures on and stuff. But yeah, so I've moved out my old house. We've sold that. That all went through fine. Luckily, we've found a new house. We're just in the process of buying it. Obviously, buying a house is very stressful. Everyone's got to have their little piece of your money before you get there. Solicitors are useless. Yeah, the list is massive. So we should be signing the completion stuff this week, hopefully, maybe. But yeah, so that's that. So I should have a bigger house and 2 games rooms. Yes, 2 maybe. Well, more space than I had before, so that'll be good. Yeah, I've also not really been that interested in doing videos. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff I could have shown you is I've already like packed it away and stuff. And then a few months ago I just started building a little pile up of stuff which I thought would be interesting to show. It's not everything I've picked up, but I've sort of picked out the best stuff, and stuff which has sort of an interesting story about it, because I thought my videos originally were too long. I say that now, this video is probably going to turn into like an hour. So I've got a smaller selection of stuff to show you. Got some car boot stuff. Incredible car boot stuff. I picked up quite a lot from the car boot this year, but yeah, I've picked out a few bits. There's 2 things especially which I was very pleased with. Yeah, we've got some CX. Couple of stuff for the game from the game shows. I can't remember the last video I did, and where I went to the game shows and got stuff and showed it in a pickups video. So I met a lot of people there. Not going to remember everyone who was there because it was either too long ago or there was too many people there. So what shall we start with? We'll start with this because it's big. Yeah, so bought the new Starfield controller. This is love the design on this. It's great. Xbox loves their limited edition controllers at the moment. Not got any good exclusive games, but they will release a different coloured controller every week. So, and this one looks pretty cool. The game looks pretty good actually. I'm quite interested to play that one maybe. So let's put it up here. There we go. I got that from Game. I think it was 60 quid, something like that. Maybe it was 70 quid. I did get the new Zelda. I bought the Switch console and the Collector's Edition. I said I wasn't because, brace yourself, I wasn't really a fan of Breath of the Wild. It just didn't grab me like other Zeldas did. Yeah, I know a lot of people have got its hooks into them and they couldn't put it down. I was more like, I played it for a few days and I was like, I'm not really enjoying it, and some stuff was annoying me in it. Mainly the weapon health system, where your weapon breaks every 5 seconds. Which I hear that in the new one they've sort of fixed it because you can build weapons or something like that. So maybe I might get around to playing it at some point. What else? Okay, what do I do next? You know what, I'll get this game show stuff out of the way because it's closest to me. So I believe this is from Birmingham Retro Gaming Market. Saw a lot of people there. I know Stuart was there. He was stalling out with Darren McGowan, who I bought this stuff off. So I'll show you that now. We've got a nice selection here. Some rarities. He's got some real rare stuff, and I mean not just rare, just completely like you don't see this stuff at all. Doesn't come up. So I picked up Wu-Tang Taste the Pain, £10. I don't think I paid the prices on these. Like I didn't pay that because he hooked me up big time on the pricing. So I can't remember exactly what I paid, but yeah, £10. I've had this multiple times and I've just sold it, but I suppose it is a fairly decent game, so it's quite a nice one to get. Put that there. Then we've got Assault Suit Valken. This one is, oh yeah, I wasn't sure if it was sealed, but yes, these are all complete. He's got fancy little stickers he puts on his games, complete with manual. 30 for that one. Suikoden 4, 35. So he didn't pay these prices. And then the rare, it's not the rare thing. And he said to me, he said, try and look one of these up on eBay, you won't find one. And so I did, and yeah, he's right. It's the 3D collection for, it's quite, sorry about the glare. Yeah, it's the 3D collection. You get MotorStorm 2 demo, you get Pain 3D, Star Strike HD, and Wipeout HD. And he was saying to me that this was released packed in with certain Sony 3D TVs. So it's got the official PlayStation seal on the bottom there, still sealed. Yeah, and say I couldn't find one on eBay, so I can't remember what I paid for that. But when you're pricing stuff like this, it's sort of, how do you price it if there's none sold or whatever? So yeah, I think he gave me a good price on that personally. So yeah, obscure PS3 game. I'll build a little stack up here, so the background's not as boring. Oh yeah, at the same game show. This is from Eddie Rollercore. We got Fyro and Claude for the PS1. 35. Can't remember. I didn't pay 35 for it. I want to say this is a light gun game. I was talking to, who was it? Can't remember his name, but he pointed to this and he said, "Oh, that's supposed to be quite a good game." Yeah, so I thought I'll grab that. I like me. I'm sure it's like a G-Con game. It doesn't say it is on the back, but the screenshots look like it is. And then here's a game. You know, when you think you've seen every single release for a console, you're like, you're not going to see anything new. And then I saw this and I was like, what the hell is that? And it's a PS1 game, and it's called Pet in TV. Yep. Your new best friend. And this game just looks so weird. And it's published by Sony. I watched, there's not even much on it. Like, you go on YouTube and try and find, there is videos of it, but it's not like, there's like 2 or 3 videos, and it's just, yeah. And I love obscure, weird stuff like this. Like I say, saw it and I was like, wow, I've never seen that game before. I want to say it didn't get a American release. Got a Japanese release, obviously, because I believe it is a Japanese. It looks very Japanesey. But yeah, I'd say I didn't pay something for it. He hooked me up with a great deal. I'll put it there as well. To the pile. quickly show you this. It's the American. We didn't get this over here. It is it's a modern game. It's an Xbox One / Series X game. Katamari Damacy Reroll. Yes, an American import because we didn't get it for some weird reason. Yeah, it's I've played this on Game Pass, and yeah, it's a Katamari game. What can you say? Weird and fun. Okay, a couple of pickups from a fairly local shop to me. It's a shop in Derby. It's called Mobile Game Exchange, and yeah, it's they've got some nice stuff in there, and it's all fairly well priced. I'd say it's pretty much around CX price, but chances are it's going to be in better condition because most of the stuff in there is in really nice condition. So first up, I picked up Mega Man ZX Advent, and this was 45 quid. And at first I was a bit like, I'm not sure if it's it's in English, the cover, but it is. It's in English, Italian, and Spanish, I believe. Obviously I couldn't see the back. All I could see was the side, which has like a weird light purple triangle. And obviously, if it's a UK release, it's either dark green, which is the main UK one, I think, or sometimes we get like a pink one. Yeah, so, and it was in the cabinet, so I had to get it out and have a look at it. But yeah, yeah, it's in English, so I'm not sure if there is a version with just English on the back cover, but probably not. Yeah, so 45 for that. And then 2 Wii games. This one, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Opunya. Yeah, it's this one is, again, going back to PS1 games where you think you've seen it all. This is another one. I saw it and I was like, what the hell is that? It's supposedly it's a RPG type game, which is another reason I was like, I wouldn't mind trying that. And yeah, it's not bad condition. The manual's got a little bit of dirt on it, but yeah, I believe it's the same price as CX. But CX, they either had one in stock or none in stock. I can't really remember. But yeah, it's that. And then another one from there. I'm sure I got a third one from there, but maybe I didn't. This one's a little bit more common. You see this in CX quite a lot. SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1. And that's the only one they did. There is no Volume 2. Say nice condition. Again, this one 15 quid. I think it's the same price as CX, or it was at the time. Yeah, it's yeah, nice. 2 fairly, I won't say hard to get games, but okay, do CX stuff quickly. Say quickly, it's quite a lot of CX stuff, as you'd expect from me. Blair Witch for the Xbox One, £8. I don't want to show you the inside, there's no manual or anything anymore. A lot of people hate on this game. I personally quite like it. It's there's not much to it really, gameplay wise. It's a lot of walking, a lot of jump scares, and there's a little bit like gun play in it, I want to say. A little bit, if I remember. And there's a dog in it, which I believe you can send him out to smell and track stuff. Maybe I'm getting, maybe I'm completely wrong about that. But yeah, I thought the graphics are really good. Not massively long game. I think it's like you could probably do it in an hour or 2. It's by Blue Team, who are making the new Silent Hill remake. Yeah, a lot of people hate on Blue Team. I'm not sure why. I believe there was some controversy about their last game, The Medium, to do with mental health issues or something. Or I can't remember exactly what it was about. But yeah, there was a bit of controversy about that. 3DS game here. This has actually gone down in price. But I guess it was inflated due to the eShop closing, and obviously it pushed all the prices up, and now they're slowly coming down. This is Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure. £32. I believe it's £30 now. All complete. Unfortunately, it has the VIP card, but it's been scratched off, but that's fine. So yeah, it's quite. I suppose it's pretty fairly decent game. So it'd be nice to try that one. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. 22. Again, complete. Can't really say much about this. I played the one on GameCube back in the day. I'm not sure if this is similar. I assume it would be. Sort of a DS game out the way. I've been trying to get all the Kirby games for DS. It's tricky. It's a tricky task because all of a sudden Kirby games have gone like through the roof. So this is probably one of the cheapest one of the cheaper ones you can get on the DS. There's 4 on the DS. One of them's over £100 now. But this is Kirby Power Paintbrush. So I paid $38 for that. And it's alright condition. Looks fairly interesting. Normally, if it's a Kirby game, there's some sort of gimmick to it. Obviously, this involves some sort of paintbrush gimmick. 2 PSP games. PSP is another one which is slowly creeping up there. Again, it's another one which you'll go into CX and be like, I've never seen that game before. This one I've known about for a while, but every time I've seen it, it's been battered condition. And it's Tales of the World Radiant Mythology, part of the Tales series. And that's a nice condition there. 25. This next one was ordered off the website. Someone posted a picture on CX Retro Watch on Facebook, so check out that page on Facebook if you want to see pictures from loads of different CX stores. It's a Rivery, I want to say it's called, and it's a Atlas, and it's published by 505 Games over here, and it's complete. How do you know it was complete? I ordered something else with that one to get it from that store, but I don't know where I've put it. So yeah, stack of PS Vita games here. Again, these prices on these are getting stupid. Probably overpaid. Well, not overpaid, but paid more than I wanted to pay for these. But yeah, we've got this one. I don't mind because it looks quite fun. Earth Defense Force 2 Invaders from Planet Space. And that was £30. No manual because I don't think they come with a manual. I normally check on eBay before I buy them just in case. MXGP. Say you go into CX, chances are they'll have 1 or 2 Vita games. It's slim pickings out there for Vita stuff. So if I see one I don't have, I normally buy it because I normally have a lot of voucher built up. So and they're normally fairly in line with eBay. This is MXGP. Again, no manual, but I don't think it comes with one. 20 quid on that one, too bad. Farming Simulator 2016. Sure one of these. Oh yeah, this one has a manual. Mainly the earlier games will have a manual. Let's see, 18 quid, whatever. This one I was a bit like, do I want to pay that? But Farming Simulator 18, 35 quid. And one which I thought, I was surprised how much it was, to be honest, because I was expecting it to be quite quite common game, but I guess it's not. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, and that's 35 quid. I believe that does have a book, nice little book in there. What else is in there? Well, advert. So yeah, nice little stack of Vita stuff there. Add that to the shelf. Wii U game here. Yeah, still buying Wii U games. Just getting some variants and like condition upgrades. This is a variant. I wasn't actively looking for it, but I went to a CX and they had it, and I was like, gotta get it. So it's Sonic Lost World, and this is actually the harder to find variant, because the launch version was called the Deadly 6 edition or something, and yeah, it's just the case is the inlay is different. People say you have to have both if you're going for a full set. Don't understand why. Initially I thought maybe the disc was printed differently, had a different picture on, but no, the manual's the same, I believe. Yeah, it's just the inlay which is different. And this is, it can go for about 50 on eBay. I've seen it go for slightly less, slightly more. You know, things go on eBay. But yeah, I saw it and I was just like, yeah, I think it was 20 quid, 25 quid. So if you see that one in CX, you can pick it up and flip it for a little bit, if doing that's your thing. Oh, another Wii game. This one, another one I've been after for a while. Again, every time I've seen it, it's been battered condition. This is Castlevania Judgment. So quite a nice one to find. 32, thought that was a pretty good price. And yeah, this one's pretty nice condition, to be fair. To be fair, there it is. My old catchphrase. So it's not the best as far as Castlevania games go. Earth Defense Force. Oh no, sorry. This is the original. This is Global Defense Force. £10. I'm surprised that was so cheap. Seems. Thought it'd be one of those games be a little bit more expensive, but yeah, £10. Okay. Beatdown, Fists of Vengeance. 15 quid. Know nothing about this one, just thought it was a Capcom game. Looks like some sort of fighting game. Two fairly obscure PS2 games now. One I've seen loads in CX, but it's always a wrong cover. So when I saw this one, I was like, it's probably a foreign cover. Nope. And it's a Black Buccaneer. And it's the English version. Complete. Pretty good. 25. I believe that was the only copy in stock in CX when I bought it. And another one which can be tricky to find, which is a Firefighter FD18. And yeah, this looks pretty fun. I like me a firefighter game. I remember the one on PS1 is Roscoe McQueen. What a great game. £22. And the last thing from CX. So like I was saying about Wii U games, I was buying variants and stuff. And I wanted a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles X, but I wanted the green triangle one. Because obviously I got the collector's edition, which comes with the pink triangle, which is multiple languages, has the big German logo on the front. So I thought, oh, I'll take my chances and order some from CX. So I ordered one, and yeah, so I think it was 25 quid. And what turned up? The collector's edition. I think there was like 20, 30 copies in stock. So I was like, I got a pretty good chance of getting a green triangle one. But yeah, and then honestly, it arrived, and I was like thinking, this is the collector's edition, isn't it? So couldn't take it back because, you know, the only problem is someone. I say problem. You know, I can resell it. Looks like someone's took a Stanley knife and slit across here and along there, which is weird. But yeah, this is pretty mint condition. Apart from that, yeah. So what can you do? So I've not got around to buying another copy because that was just before the Wii U shop shut down. So it's gone up in price, and then I thought I'll just wait till I see one in store. But yeah, that will probably be going to the game show or something at some point. Make me a little bit of money. Car boot stuff here, so we'll get the few boring bits out of the way. I got a steelbook of Super Mario 3D World. I think I bought that, and Super Monkey Ball 3D. I paid like $5 for that, or was it a tenner? And I bought some other stuff which I traded in, so I thought that was pretty decent. I do like a good steelbook. Some 360 Tat Guitar Hero Van Halen. Not that difficult to find, but one you don't really see that often. You normally see 2, 3, 4, 5, is it? Band Hero. So yeah, it was quite nice to get that one. Literally got this the Saturday just gone. Guy literally, it was one of the last cars that came in. So most of the people who buy computer games had already gone. And he pulled an Xbox One. I think he wanted 75 for it, and it was like the original big one. I was like, I'm not really interested in that. But he had a couple of games. I said, oh, we sell the games separately, because this one I've been after for a while, and it's Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Yeah. So paid a $5 for that. I think I bought the trilogy as well of him, the Crash trilogy, which I traded in. Yeah, that's not that expensive anymore. I think it's like 15 in CX, but still, and it's really nice condition. And then on to the best find of the year by far, and this is just a small selection of what I got. I got a lot of just commonish titles for like PS2 and stuff, most of which I had, which obviously I was taking to the game shows and stuff. But so one for the collection is the, and these are all £1, Midway Arcade Treasures 1. You may notice it's the revised cover, which is obviously the one I would prefer, so it matches the other ones. I'm not sure how rare that is, if it's rarer or less rarer than the thingy ones. Then we've got a sealed copy of Rayman 3 on the Xbox. The seal is not the best. Actually, no, the seal's alright on that one. For £1. And then the last two, I'll give you some backstory on this. Literally, I'd been at the car boot for a few hours, and I went back on some previous rows, and I was walking up. I'd gone to the car, dropped some stuff off, came back in, and I thought, I'll just go down the first 2 rows. And there was some woman standing there, and she was like shouting for her husband. She's like, "There's games over here, there's games." So obviously I was like, just peered over, and I saw this item in there, and I was like, in there, well, yoink. And she was like, "Quick, Dave," or whatever, was like shouting her husband, like, "There's games over here." And I was like, yoink, 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 to get them all out. So we got the Game Boy Play Disc. Oh yeah, for £1. So I can put that with my Game Boy player, which I found at the car boot. Excellent. Very happy with that. But I'm not sure if this is a better find or a worse find. But yeah, Resident Evil 1 for the GameCube, factory sealed. I'll put it in a little baggie, but you can see the strip seal inside along there. Unfortunately, the seal's not the best. But it's fairly decent for £1. I'm not complaining for £1. Oh yeah. yeah, and that's some of my pickups. What are we on? 30 minutes, so that's not too bad. But one last pickup, I'd say it's sort of a grail item for me. So everyone knows I like the original 360. It's one of my favourite consoles. And I started collecting the faceplates for it, but I only wanted the official faceplates released by Microsoft, because a lot of the third-party ones are just not very good quality. So I thought I want to collect all the faceplates sealed. So I've got this one here, sealed faceplate, but this is not any normal faceplate. This is the I Made This Launch Team 05 edition faceplate, and it says here not for retail sale or distribution. I believe this was given out to, well, it says on it, the launch team. I made this, so the people who I'm not sure if it's the people who made it or the people who, you know, yeah. So, and this came from Ashby de la Jus, which is obviously near where I live, so I can only assume it may have come from Rare at some point, which is based in Twycross, I want to say. But yeah, this was not cheap, and I'm surprised it's even sealed. I'd have thought like a promotional item, this wouldn't have come sealed. It'd have come just in like I don't know, just in a plastic bag or something, or just I'm surprised it got like an official hard case release like the other ones. The only downside is there's a little bit of dirt under the thing, because obviously where the hang tab is, it's not sealed around that bit, so I guess a bit of dirt's got in there. But yeah, very happy to have this, and I believe it cost me about 150 quid on bidding. But one recently sold for 120, and that wasn't sealed. There's only one over on eBay which is sealed, which is something stupid like £800 for some weird reason. Buy it now. But yeah, very happy to have that. Nice piece for the collection. And yeah, when I saw it, I was like, I've got to have that. I don't care how much it's going to cost me, I've got to have it. So there we go. That is the pickups. Some of the pickups from this year. Whether I'll do another video, I don't know. Obviously, we're moving into the house hopefully soon. I'm probably not going to have time to do videos. I say this all the time. I say I've got loads of footage from Car Boot, but it was filmed in 2019, I want to say now, so it's so old. And I keep saying I'm going to do a video on it, but it's just getting around to editing it and stuff. It's just one of those things. There's not enough time in the day for this thing to do this. But yeah. So hope everyone's well. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's been a while. We'll see. We might do another video. But yeah, take care everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.